Hello everyone and welcome to the Flying Circus. On the mic is yours truly Flynn111 and I got some things to say. I just got a brand new Patreon account, so I thought of making this video as a little bit of an infomercial for myself and of course my Patreon page. Right now, this little creative journey that I set myself on started just a little more than a year ago with my YouTube channel, Flynn's Flying Circus, which revolves around gaming. All that expanded later to Storyfire, which is a kind of a new platform and it's absolutely awesome. That's the place where I write stories and I enjoy doing that, and the response that I had from people on that platform was absolutely overwhelming. To all of that, I recently added a brand new website, Empty Wallet Gaming, which came up as an idea to share with the world the most amazing ways to play the best video games for free or maybe for very low sums of money that wouldn't hurt your wallet, since I'm in that situation for myself. As of right now, I haven't posted in quite a while because my schedule turns out to be very full and chaotic from time to time, and there are so many things that I just need to take care of that I barely can keep things on the creative side on track. I wanted to tell you more things about the journey to this point, but I didn't get the chance, and I don't really think that this is a good time. But long story short, just like I said, I am really passionate about video games, and I have been for more than a decade, time in which I kept a very close eye on YouTube and I saw how the platform evolved. Back then, I enjoyed the gaming content that was coming up, even if it was not really that popular, and I decided to do something like that for myself, especially since gameplay videos were actually taking off right at that moment. But being an empty wallet gamer and having absolutely no idea how to do this proved to be problematic. I did my homework, I understood what I was supposed to do, but I just didn't have the resources that I needed. More importantly than that, the big problem were the games, because even if I played a lot of video games since I was a kid, I always relied on playing those games at internet cafes because it was a way cheaper option, or maybe trading games with my friends, or just simply borrowing the games from them, or maybe getting some free games that you could buy with a gaming magazine that was available in my country, and eventually that went off the market, so basically it went out the window as an option altogether. Eventually I got some ideas, but every time I was doing something, every time I started something, I was changing things on the road. I wasn't satisfied with what I was doing, I wasn't satisfied with the end product, so I was constantly starting things from scratch. With this current channel being the proof of that, because it's actually the fourth channel that I have created, if I remember correctly. And for quite a long time I wanted to stay away from things like Patreon, for example, but the thing is that it's kind of hard to do this kind of thing, especially now, without any support, no matter how small it might be. Trying to take care of these things in my spare time, it's tedious work basically, but I enjoy it. But still, the problem is that I don't have the time or the resources that I would like to have in order to get more and more exposure. But I am still planning to expand my project or my portfolio, whatever you want to call it. As an example, for my YouTube channel, I am planning on bringing sooner than you think gameplay videos with commentary and more of the games that I enjoyed playing. Also, I plan to create more and more interesting video essays on many topics related to games, and of course, I plan on writing more stories on Storyfire. I mean both fanfiction that will be based on most popular franchises in the world like Star Wars or maybe GTA, and of course more and more original stories, but that's the little bit problematic part because there is a little bit more work involved. Also, I plan on turning many of those stories into full-fledged books but there's a long road ahead there, so yeah, taking it step by step. Also, I am planning to make my empty wallet gaming website more and more popular so gamers around the world could have a free alternative, or maybe the cheapest alternative when it comes to games, because I have managed to get some of the biggest game titles ever for free, or maybe I paid something but it was under $5. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal, and all of that is kind of the short version of the story. In order to get there to the point that I have set for myself, I have created a Patreon account where anyone can show their support, so I encourage you to take a look and contribute if you like what you see. I put up some tiers where I'll be offering different types of content, and I will use my Patreon page as my main platform for updates from now on, where I will try to post some audio files with some updates just for starters. And also, just for starters, I'll be trying to just begin a small podcast, see where that is gonna go. There is still a lot of work to be done, even on my Patreon page and all the other platforms that I use, but I'm trying to keep everything on track. So, if you enjoy gaming content, be sure to check out my YouTube channel, that is Flynn's Flying Circus. And if you enjoy fanfiction stories based on the most popular franchises out there in games, in movies, in books, or whatever, or maybe original and interesting stories, be sure to check out my Storyfire channel, that's Flynn111. You can do that by checking out the Storyfire website or maybe downloading the app, that's your choice. If you, just as me, are passionate about video games but you also are an empty wallet gamer, then you can check out my website, which is emptywalletgx.wixsite.com/ewgx. I'm still working on the website, I'm still working on the domain. I know it's a little bit complicated right now because it's a free domain, but I will have a link down in the description that you can follow. And also, that is the place that you can check out, see where you can find free games or where you can find the biggest games in the industry for less than $10 or maybe less than $5, and then have a chance to enjoy the best gems that this industry has to offer. If you want to show your support for everything that I just said, then you can check out my Patreon page, where you can also get access to some exclusive content and maybe just request some type of exclusive content that you would like to see from me. For any other thing other than what I just said, you can find me on Twitter at Flynn111. You can just go on and follow me to see what's going on, and also you can feel free to just message me to just keep in touch. As a final thought, I will be posting this video both on YouTube and also on my Patreon page, just to have it there and serve as a beginning for what's about to come. So the only thing I can say to you is to stay tuned to see what's gonna pop up next. And of course, just as always, until next time, it was Flynn here, over and out.